Hello guys, my name is Siddharth Shetty and I welcome you all for the third episode on the basics of stock market. So in this video, I'm going to discuss the different types of trading. So without wasting much time, let's get started. Okay guys, so in the screen, you can see that trading can be categorized into five types. The first one is the intraday, the second one is the swing trade or the BTST trade, the third one is the positional trade, the fourth one is the short term investment, and the fifth one is the long term investment. So here the buying and the selling concept is same. You buy at a low price and you sell at a high price, but the time frame, like the time involved in holding a particular share, is different. So it is based on that holding period, we categorize into five types. So let's get started with the last one, that is the long term investment. So I'll take you to my demat account. So this is the demat account interface. Let's say I want to buy a share. So what I do here is that I go to the search engine and I type the share name. So for this example, let's say I want to buy IndusInd Bank share. Okay, I click on it, and when I click on it, it gets added to my watch list. So here what I do is I click on buy, and then I click on long term under regular. Okay, long term. So for one quantity, okay, here we add the quantity. So for one quantity, you can see if the price is at 1012, that is the LTP or latest traded price, or you can even say that the last traded price. So you need the same amount, so 1012. So you need to have the margin of 1012 in your demat account. So currently I have 10,500, so I can buy approximately up to 10 shares. So if I want to buy 10 shares at 1012, then I need this capital in my demat account. So then I simply click on buy. So currently it's giving an error saying the market is closed, because I am shooting this when the market is closed. Okay, so this is how you can place your order, and after your order gets executed, your shares after t plus 2 days of settlement, it will be reflected in your holdings section. Now these are the shares I am already holding. So currently it's showing some small losses, but it comes in this section, holding section, and the quantity, the average price at what you brought, then the LTP, all those things will be visible. Okay, so now you understood how you can buy the shares, but why, what does a long-term investment particularly mean? What is the time duration of a long-term investment? So usually long-term investment is considered about 2 years, like from 2 years to 10, 20, 15 years, you hold a stock. So that is the fifth one, that is the long-term investment. Now let's get to the fourth one, that is the short-term investment. So here the buying and the selling concept is same, but the duration is lesser than the long-term investment. So in short-term investment, you ideally hold a stock from 3 months to up to 2 years, or even if you get your profits, you can exit anytime within that range. Okay, now let's go to the second one now, swing trade. I'll get back to what is a positional trade. Now let us understand what is a swing trade or what is a BTST trade. Now a swing trade is a trade where you buy a share for just 1 day, 2 day, 1 week, or 2 weeks. Now on the right side, if you can see, I have also written BTST trade. Now what is BTST? BTST is nothing but buy today and sell tomorrow. So why do we do this buy today, sell tomorrow trade? Is because let's say today you brought some shares of a company, okay, and today your a target is not achieved. So what you do is you carry your position to the next day, so that your target will be achieved next day or after 2 days. So that's why you do swing trades. Now there might be people who mainly focus on BTST trade. It's because when, let's say, you brought a share today, and next day when it opens, there will very rarely you see that the market will open sideways, but most of the time if the market is bullish, then the chances are high that it will open gap up. So in order to capture that gap, that move, that some percentage move, they take BTST trade. So the time duration of a swing trade can vary from 2 days up to 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Okay, so let's go to the third one, that is the positional trade. Now what is a positional trade and what is the time duration of a positional trade? So positional trade is just like how you do swing trade, but the duration here varies from few weeks to few months. Okay, now who take positional trade and what kind of a trader takes positional trade? So positional trade mostly is taken by option sellers. They take the long positions, and depending upon the market movement and market sentiment, they actively keep adjusting their positions and try to hedge it. Now, we'll not be discussing deep about the options, futures and options. Of course, I'll be covering few little points about options and futures in this video, but I'll be making a detailed video about futures and options in the upcoming days. Okay. So again, as I told, the concept is same. You buy and you hold it for that particular duration of time. So that comes under positional trade. Now the first one, that's the most important one, the intraday or a day trading. So you might have heard that you can make daily money from stock market. That probably might be because of intraday. Okay. Now what is an intraday or what is a day trading? Let us understand. So I'll take back to the Demat account. So here, when I click on buy, you have to go to the intraday section. So under regular, okay. So when you buy one share, say let's say one quantity, you need this much amount. In simple words, you need the full amount. But when I click on intraday, can you see now the margin required is just 202 rupees or say 200 rupees. So you might be wondering, okay, will I get the shares at just 200 rupees of the worth 1012? Then the answer is yes. Then who is paying that remaining amount? That remaining amount is nothing but the leverage your broker will be paying. So he will be paying approximately 1012 minus 202. So around 800 rupees your broker will be paying. Now, what is the advantage of intraday? So this is the first advantage, that is you get leverage from your broker. Okay, that's the first thing. Now you might be wondering, what is the benefit of getting a leverage, or you might not have got this effectively of the leverage factor. Let's say you have 10,500 rupees in your Demat account, just like how I have in mine. So if I buy in a long term, I can buy how many shares? In long term, if I put 10 quantities, I can buy 10 shares. Okay, so when I put 10 quantities, the margin required will be 10,129. So in long term, I can buy only 10 shares with full capital. But when I switch to intraday, if I want to buy 10 shares, then your work will be done with just 2,000 rupees. So how much shares can you buy? So I can buy, I think, approximately 50 shares. Yes. So you can buy 50 shares in intraday just by having the same capital. So here if you see, the capital is same, but the quantity varied. Now what happens when the quantity varies? Now let's say you brought at this price, and after some time, let's say after 2 or 3 hours, the price goes to 1022. The price increased by 10 rupees. So you have 50 quantities now. So 10 rupees into 50, so 500 rupees will be the profit. But whereas if you had brought in long term with full capital, so that time you'll be making a money just 10, that's that 10 quantities into the difference between your buying price and the selling price, that is nothing but 10 rupees. So you would make 100 rupees profit if you had bought in long term, and whereas you would have made 500 rupees profit if you had brought it in intraday option. So that becomes your first advantage of intraday, that you get leverage. Now the second advantage is that you can make money even when the share price is falling. So let me show you the graph of this is the Reliance graph. So if you see, the price started falling from here, and you can still make money when the a stock is falling. How is this possible? It's because what you do here is that you sell at the top, you sell over here, and when the price falls down, you buy over here. So this is called shorting the market. Now you might be wondering, how can we sell a share that we do not have? So let me try to explain you. Now you might not have the shares in your Demat account, but the broker through whom you'll be trading, he will be having some shares with him, like for the intraday purpose. So but the deal here is that you have to settle your shares by the end of the day. So what I mean is, the drawback of intraday is that you have to do your transaction in a single day. So even though you get leverage, let's say the trade goes against you. Now instead of 500 profit, let's say there's a 500 loss. So even if you believe that the share will still go up, and that day if it's not achieved, you can't hold it for the next day. You have to square off your position by the end of the market closing hour. So that becomes one drawback. Like that's what we say, right? It's an intraday. That's what an intraday means. Okay. So that's about intraday. So I hope you guys understood what is the difference between these five types of the trades. And you also understood that the concept is same, that you buy at a low price and then you sell at a high price, but the duration like you hold between buying and the selling is different in these five types. Okay, so now this can be done in two ways. Okay, what I mean is these five types of trades can be done in two ways. The first one is in the equity market and the second one is in the futures and option market. So you might be wondering, what is the difference between a future, buying in a future and buying in the equity? That will be the first question. So let me show it through the Zerodha account. So let's say I want to buy a future of Reliance. So I'll be typing here Reliance future. Now when I click on July future, this will be added, and when I click on buy, you can see now the quantity here is a whole number. So that is the first point that you need to know about future, that you can't buy quantities in odd numbers like 63, 78, 178. You can't buy like that. So you always have to buy in lot or the basket. Okay, so you can see here when I click once it becomes 500, and when I click one more time it becomes 750. So here if you see, you can't buy in the odd numbers, you have to buy in a lot. That's the first thing. Now let's say we want to buy 200 quantities in Reliance long term. Okay, and I click on buy. Sorry, 250 quantities. So I want to buy 250 quantities. So how much do I need to have in my demat account? It's 5,26,000. Whereas if I buy in the futures, if I want to buy 250 quantities, you can see you just need 1,16,000. Okay, so again you can buy Reliance future in two types. That is, first one is the intraday perspective and the second one is the overnight in the sense the delivery. So the first point is same, that you get leverage in futures and also in intraday. Now then why do we have to go with futures? And we need a very huge capital, correct? To buy in future lot we need 1 lakh, and also you have to go only with the basket. Then why should we do in future? That question might be there. It's because in future you can do multi-day short, whereas in intraday you can short it. You have to square off your position. If you have shorted, you have to square off your position by the end of the day. But if you short in future, you can hold it as a swing trade. So let's say your target is not achieved today, so you can hold it to the next day, and maybe tomorrow if your target is achieved, then you can buy back the future lot. If you have shorted first, then you can buy back your future lot. So that becomes the added advantage. Okay, now you understood that in futures you can buy for multi-day. Now you might be thinking, okay, till how many days can I buy and hold it? Like, since however I'm getting leverage, so Reliance is a good stock, so in future it will go up, so I will hold it. No, however I don't need to have 5 lakhs capital, I can do it with 1 lakh. No, you can't hold it lifetime. There is something called expiry in futures and options. So in futures you have 3 expiry. So if I type over here Reliance future, so you can see that it's showing me 3 future. The first future that I've already added is the July future, the second one is the August, and the third one is the September. So 3 futures. So you will get futures of the current month, next month, and after 2 months. Okay, now what is this expiry and when does it get expired? Now this is a monthly contract, so this gets expired of last Thursday of the month. So if okay, this is July future, right? So if I show you in the calendar, so July on 29th, this future lot will be expired. Okay, so that's about future. So if you see that you still get leverage, and you also have a drawback that you have a expiry in this. But the reward, if you stand in the right direction of the trend, you get high reward over here. Since you have huge quantity, you will be holding a huge quantity. Now let's understand how we can buy and sell in options. So in options, there are two types. The first one is the call option and the second one is the put option. So let's say the Reliance from 2100 will go to 2200 as per your analysis. So what you do is you buy Reliance 2000 CE. So in second case, let's say Reliance from 2200 will fall to 2100. So what you do is you buy a put option. And one more thing about options is that for stock like Reliance or any Nifty 50 stock, only one type of expiry is there, that is the monthly expiry, just like how you have in futures. But for index like Nifty 50 and Bank Nifty, there are two types of expiry. The first one is a weekly expiry and the second one is the monthly expiry. Reliance 2000 CE, as you can see, it shows three expiries. This is of the the current month, next month, and after the 2 months. So I'll click on July expiry and then Reliance 2000 PE, and there you go. So let's say Reliance, as per your analysis, goes up. So what you have to do is you have to buy CE of a particular strike price. So what you have to do in Zerodha is that you have to go to the Reliance buy option. So you have to select the, after selecting the strike price which we have already selected while adding to the watch list, and then you can do intraday and even overnight. Okay, in second case, let's say Reliance falls, and what you have to do here is that you have to buy PE, which means the put option. So it's simple. You have to go to your Zerodha, you have to select this, and you again have both the options, intraday and overnight. And if you talk about the leverage, it's same for both. This is because of the new SEBI margin rules. Okay, now can you see when I keep my cursor over here, it also shows sell, and even in put option it also gives me an option to sell. Here is the trickiest part. Is buying a CE equal to shorting a PE? Wait, what did I tell? Is buying a CE same as shorting a PE? Then the answer is no, not exactly. If you want to short any option, like let's say you want to short a put option, you need a bigger capital. Okay, now why? Okay, if you want to buy, how much do you need? Okay, if you just want to buy option, you just need 36,000. But if you want to short the same strike price call option, you need 1 lakh. Okay, so if you want to buy a put option, as you can see, you just need 6,687, whereas if you want to short a put option, you can see you need 87,000. Okay, so again, there is a technical reason why for an option seller you need more capital. Okay, anyways, we'll be making a detailed video on futures and options, like how to select a strike price, what is in the money, what is out of the money, all those things. So for now, that's it, guys. So I hope you guys understood the different types of trading. You can do it in equity market and also in the futures and options market. Again, this is just a very basic thing I shared here. I hope with this a small basic knowledge you will be able to understand that what kind of a trader you can be, and what is the risk appetite in each. Obviously you'll be getting to know what is the risk involved in this one only when you take positions, once you are in the market. So anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. If you are liking the content that is coming up on this channel, then please like this video, and if you're new to this channel, then also consider subscribing to this channel. So I'll be posting a lot of good things. So probably the next videos will be related to technical analysis itself. So stay connected and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys.